Hello, my name is Sleeperpin. Behind me is my randomized spanning tree maze generator. It generates what is known as a perfect maze. A perfect maze is a maze with no loops, and there is only one path from any one point to any other point. The maze is generated using the hunt and kill maze algorithm. Each 3x3 block square area between the walls is a single cell. Starting at the cell in the corner, it randomly opens the wall to a neighboring cell that does not already have an open wall. The newly opened cell then randomly picks another wall. This continues until it reaches a cell where all of its neighbors already have an open wall. When that happens, it searches along a predefined path through each row of cells for a cell that has a neighbor whose walls have not been opened yet. This cell is then triggered to open a wall. The whole process repeats until every cell has an open wall. Each cell is built around this four-way directional randomizer. It works by ejecting an item into an open fence gate, then quickly closing it. The item will instantly yeet itself into one of the four hoppers. In between each cell, there is a piston that can be activated from either randomizer. When that piston is extended, it triggers this 12-block push limit double piston extender to lower the wall between cells. This is a reset line. Whenever a wall is opened, the cells it separates sends a signal to all four of its neighbors. This is done with composters. That signal gets sent down the pistons in the neighboring cells. This prevents the randomizers from being able to select any cell that has had at least one wall opened. Below each randomizer output is another piston pushing a composter. The signal from this composter triggers the randomizer in the next cell. At the same time, it pushes down composters below. This needs another reset line. The cyan circuit is an AND gate that receives the composter signal from all four neighboring cells. The AND gate activates a sandblock column that allows the signal from a composter to lock the cell's randomizer. This prevents the cell's randomizer from triggering when there are no unopened cells available to be selected. The purple line is used to hunt for the next cell that has at least one neighboring unopened cell. It too is connected to the AND gate from above. The signal in the purple line will be stopped under the first cell that has an unopened neighbor. This cell will be the only one where the piston with the white block is retracted. While that piston is retracted, it will allow for a signal from a powered rail below to trigger the cell's randomizer. Every time a cell's randomizer is triggered, a signal will be sent downward into another rail line. The rail lines are all instant rail lines. The signal from the randomizers are fed into a pulse extender circuit. When the randomizer signal stops and the pulse extender runs out, a trailing edge detector sends a pulse into the rail to trigger the next cell in the hunt sequence. When all cells have been opened, the signal from the purple hunt line will disable the pulse extender. Here is how the purple hunt line is connected from one row of cells to the next. The top and bottom reset lines are triggered simultaneously using a wall update. Scaffolding is used here for odd game tick delays. This spreads the workload of moving a large number of blocks to more game ticks. Finally, red glass blocks are placed over the randomizer hoppers that lead to cells outside of the maze boundary. Here's a short time lapse of mazes being generated.